Om Adhyānasya Jnanāñjana Salakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Śrī Gurave Namah Vanchā Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhayeva ca Patitānaṁ Pāvanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahāvadanyāya Krishna Prema Pradayati Krishnāya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratise Namah He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dīnabandhu Jagatpati Gopesha Gopika Kanto Radha Kanto Namastuti Taptakanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriya Bhaktya Vijnāna Aparādha-lakkhai Kshiptasya Kāmādi Taranga Madhye Kripa Mayi Tvam Saranang Prapanna Vrinde Namaste Charanaravindam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta-vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare
Everything wet, already wet.
Remove them. ये थोड़ा गीला गीला है, सिर्फ एक हल्का वाला रखते हैं।
ठीक है? हाँ।
Take all three. No problem. Just leave this. This one is light.
Also wet.
No, leave it. Remove that. This one is enough. Offer this.
Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriya Bhaktya Vijnāna Aparādha-lakkhai Kshiptasya Kāmādi Taranga Madhye Kripa Mayi Tvam Saranang Prapanna Vrinde Namaste Charanaravindam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta-vrinda Hare Krishna कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। परिक्रमा का बारे में कल कुछ निवेदन किया था। एक दफा 1956 में गोवर्धन परिक्रमा हो रहा है। गोवर्धन परिक्रमा करके दूसरी रोज हम लोग गया, वहां से ढीग, रास्ता में गाठुली। जब गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन म्लेच्छों का भय दिखाकर उन्होंने नीचे भक्तों को कृपा करने के लिए एक बहाना किया। तब ये लोग जाकर गाठुली में वहां रखा था, छुपा के रखा। भगवान का भय है। जद विभेति स्वयं भयम, कोई भगवान का भय होता है, लेकिन भक्तों का कृपा करने के लिए रूप सनातन ऊपर में जाकर गोपाल को दर्शन नहीं करते हैं, इसलिए दर्शन देने के लिए यही बहाना, इसी से नीचे आया। वहां से गया कामवन, कामवन में जाके यही जो गोवर्धन परिक्रमा हुआ, इस वक्त क्या हुआ ना, किसी को टांगा पालट गया वो जाते वक्त, लेकिन किसी को कोई चोट आया नहीं। एक रोज क्या हुआ, कोई सब दर्शन करके फिर आज को वहाँ कोई ऊपर चला गया डीग में जाकर कैंप में ठहरा। वहाँ एक विशाल नीम वृक्ष था। कोई नीम वृक्ष, कोई झड़ तूफान कुछ नहीं, वो गिर गया। उस वक्त हमारा ब्रह्मचारी लोग ठाकुर जी को भोग लगाकर भोगार की कीर्तन कर रहा, और वही जो नीम का पेड़ वो गिर गया। उसका नीचे टांगा घोड़ा, बैल का गाड़ी सभी आया, लेकिन किसी को कोई चोट आया नहीं। उनको शाखा ऐसा गिरा, उसका नीचे ही हमारा पेशाब रह गया। तो लोग वहाँ बोलने लगा, यहाँ कोई अशुद्ध था, ये संकीर्तन सुन के उद्धार हो गया, तुम्हारा बैल बच गया, घोड़ा बच गया, आदमी बच गया, ऐसा बोल रहा था। और हमने वह तालाब में स्नान करने के लिए गया। साथ साथ गुरु महाराज डॉक्टर एस.एन. घोष और मुझको भेज दिया, जाओ, ज्यादा दूर नहीं था, तुम जाओ, ये लोगों को क्या व्यवस्था करना है, हॉस्पिटल में लेना है, तो ये सब करने के लिए भेजा। जब हम लोग गया, किसी को कुछ हुआ नहीं, किसी को कुछ चोट लगा, जोरा से एक आचोड़ भी लगा, और कीर्तन चल रहा था। साथ साथ वहां का लोग आ गया, उसको काट काट के नीम का झाड़ को पूरा देके चला गया। उससे हमारा आदमी को निकालने के लिए घोड़ा का गाड़ी, बैल का गाड़ी निकालने के लिए कोई तकलीफ हुआ नहीं। तो ये ब्रजवासी लोग बोलने लगा कि ओषध था, भगवान को अच्छा भोग लगाया, इसलिए संतुष्ट होकर और कीर्तन से सुनकर ये ओषध उद्धार हो गया। फिर जाते जाते और क्या हुआ, हम लोग पहुंचा देर से काम्यवन। काम्यवन में सब दर्शन किया। काम्यवन में दर्शनीय क्या है, 84 खंबा, 84 ऐसा पिलर है। युधिष्ठिर महाराज वहाँ पासा खेलते थे, तो 64 खंबा का दिन के 64 आप मिला नहीं सकता। कभी तो एक ज्यादा, कभी तो एक कम। पत्थर से बना हुआ था, इसीलिए उनका जो अवशेष अभी भी वर्तमान। और काम्यवन में दर्शनीय क्या है, 4 युग का 4 महादेव, सत्य त्रेता द्वापर कलि, 4 युग का 4 महादेव। विष्णु सिंहासन ऐसा, और गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन का मंदिर वहाँ ही दुर्योधन गया था। और पांडवों का वनवास काल में ये लोगों का कितना तकलीफ हो रहा है, हम लोग कितना आराम से रहा, इसलिए अपना पत्नियों का साथ लेके वहाँ गया। लेकिन बंधक बोलो चित्र, इसमें वही स्त्रियों को हरण करके ले जा रहा है। ये लोग रोने लगे। जब रोने लगे, युधिष्ठिर महाराज भीम को बोला जाओ रोको। तो बोलता है महाराज, यही वनवास का भाग, हाथी घोड़ा सेना लेकर लड़के जो लेना था, ये तो गंधर्व ने कर लिया। तो युधिष्ठिर महाराज क्या उत्तर दिया, इस वक्त हमने 105 अर्जुन भेज दिए, जाओ अर्जुन भेज जाओ। जब ऐसा हुआ और जाके रोका, तो अर्जुन का दोस्त था, तो अर्जुन साहब रोक के ये लोग उनको छुड़ाया। तब दुर्योधन का वैराग हुआ, जो पांडवों का ऊपर निर्भर करके हमें ये करने पड़ा। तब कर्ण भीषण शब्द था, कोई तो रोक नहीं सका। कोई रोक नहीं सका, बड़ा मुश्किल। तब दुर्योधन को समझाया, ये पांडव तो भी आपका प्रजा है, आपका अधीन है, इसीलिए वो राज सेवा कर दिया। क्या इसमें ये है? तब उन्होंने तो अर्जुन को 2 वरदान देने के लिए संकल्प किया। अर्जुन को बोला, तुम्हें जब जरूरत हो 2 वर ले ले। एक रोज क्या हुआ, युधिष्ठिर महाराज पियासी हुआ। जब पियासी हुआ, तब पानी लेने के लिए भेजा। सहदेव तो गया, तो जो तालाब है शानदार पानी, तो उनको पानी पीने के लिए गया, तो उनको मना किया। हमारा सवाल का उत्तर देकर पानी लेना, नहीं तो जीवन शेष हो जाए। उन्होंने उनका बगुला का बात सुना नहीं, वो मर के बहने लगा। नकुल गया, उसका भी हुआ नहीं। तब कौन गया? भीम ने बगुला का बात में कोई सुनाई किया, कान में लगाए कि बगुला कौन से बात करने वाला है। तो भी किया, वो भी मर के बहने लगा। तो युधिष्ठिर महाराज देखा, जिसको भेजता हूँ वही रुक के आता है, तब मैं ही जाऊं। तब द्रौपदी माना किया, मैं जाती, आप क्यों जाए? द्रौपदी गया, उनको भी ऐसा ही अवस्था। उसका बाद युधिष्ठिर महाराज गया, देखा सब पानी में बह रहा है, सब मृत है। तब उन्होंने बोला, ये देखो, हमारा प्रश्न का उत्तर देना, उत्तर दे के ही पानी पीना। अगर ना उत्तर दे के पानी पीने का कोशिश करो, तुम्हारे हाल भी ऐसा ही होगा जैसे तुम्हारा भाई द्रौपदी को हुआ। तो उन्होंने बोला, एक बगुला सवाल करता है, ये मेरा विश्वास होता नहीं। आप कौन है? आपका परिचय बताओ पहले। तो विराट रूप धारण करके तब उन्होंने उनका उत्तर दिया। उन्होंने सवाल किया, काचो वार्ता किम आश्चर्यम अपंथा पश्चो मोदते। मेरा 4 सवाल का उत्तर देकर पानी पीना, नचेत पानी में हाथ लगाना नहीं। काचो वार्ता, वार्ता क्या है? तब उन्होंने बोला, उत्तर दिया, देखा काचो वार्ता, खबर क्या है? अहोनी अहोनी भूतानि गच्छन्ति दिव मंदिरम जम मंदिरम शेषा स्थिरतिष्ठति किम आश्चर्य तत्परम। यह आश्चर्य और क्या? कपंथा वेदो विभिन्न श्रुतयो विभिन्न नासा विषयेषु मतंग भिन्नम धर्मस्य तत्त्वं नीतं गुहायां महाजनो जेनो गतस्य पंथा। वेद है अलग अलग, आज श्रुति भी अलग, और वो ऋषि नहीं है जिनका अलग मतवाद नहीं है। धर्मस्य तत्त्वं निहितं गुहायां, धर्म तत्व गुहा में निहित है। तो कैसे समझो? न महाजनो जेन गतस्य पंथा, महाजन जो कि ऐसा को बनता है। आश्चर्य क्या है? रोज रोज लोग मरता है, राम नाम सत्य है, होता है, लेकिन जो अभी मरा नहीं वो सोचता है मैं मरूंगा नहीं। इसलिए नया नया बिजनेस खोलता है, नया नया कारोबार करते हैं। यही आश्चर्य। तो संतुष्ट हो। वो बोला, तुम्हारा भाई द्रौपदी का बीच में तुम एक को ले लो, उसको मैं जिंदा कर देता। तो उन्होंने बोला, नकुल सहदेव का बीच में एक को जिंदा, उन्होंने उनको धर्म रूपी भक्त उनको बोला एक द्रौपदी को ले लो, तुम अच्छा रहोगे।
आप बताते हैं कि कैसे युधिष्ठिर महाराज जी से पूछा कि प्रसन्न कौन हो सकता है, सुखी सुखी कौन होता है?
हाँ, सुखी कौन होता है,
ये वाला आप मुख्य रूप से बताते हैं।
हाँ, ये ओहनी ओहनी भूतानी, सुखी कौन है? ये राजन, जो लोग दिन का अंतों में शाकान्न भोजन करता है और परदेश में नहीं रहता है, अपना स्थान पर रहता है, वो है सुखी।
और इन्हीं अप्रवासी,
और इन्हीं अप्रवासी देहांते साको भोजनम, जिनका ऋण नहीं, जो प्रवास में नहीं है, अपना स्थान पर है, और दिनांते साको भोजनम, दिन का अंतों में शाकाहार करते हैं, कोई सुखी। तो ऋण किसका है? नहीं, सब ऋणी है। ऐसे ऋणी है, पिता माता से ऋणी है, समाज से ऋणी है, तो वो ऋणी कैसे बनेगा? कोई बोलेगा मेरा जन्म है इंग्लैंड में, मैं जन्म से इंग्लैंड में ही है और मौत भी इंग्लैंड में ही हुआ, तो मैं तो अप्रवासी नहीं हुआ। बोले वो बात नहीं, स्वरूप में सबका स्थान है। गोलोक छोड़ के जो आया तो सब प्रवासी, स्वरूप स्वभाव है गोलोक स्थिति। गोलोक छोड़ के जो आया ये सब प्रवासी। और ऋण जिनका नहीं है, ऋण किसका नहीं है? हम लोगों का देवो ऋण, पितृ ऋण, नई ऋण, भूत ऋण, अप्त ऋण, पंच ऋण। तो कौन नहीं है ऋणी? देवता लोग बारिश देता है, इससे अनाज वगैरह फायदा होता है, इसको पेमेंट किया। सूर्य देव ने धूप देता है, सर्दी में आपको बचाता है, वो पेमेंट किया। वरुण वर्षा प्रदान किया, उससे सब होता है, पेमेंट किया। वायु ऑक्सीजन देता है, तो ये ऑक्सीजन में के लिए पेमेंट किया। अगर बाजार से ऑक्सीजन सिलेंडर मंगाओ, पेमेंट करना पड़ता कि नहीं? पड़ता है। तो ये जो ऑक्सीजन देता है पेड़, इनको पेमेंट किया। तो ऋणी कौन नहीं है? सभी तो ऋणी। इसीलिए ऋणी कौन नहीं रहेगा? जो भगवान के लिए, भगवान का सेवा के लिए अपना सब इंद्रियों को लगाएगा। इसलिए ना देवर्षि भूतत्व नृणाम पितृणाम न किंकरो नाम ऋणी चराय सर्वात्मना जो शरणं शरण्य गतो परिहर्ष। जो भगवान का सेवा करेगा वो तो पितृऋण, देवऋण, भूतऋण, अप्तऋण सबसे मुक्त हो। इसलिए हमने हमारा पिता माता से ऋण, उन्होंने उनको पिता माता का ऋण, उन्होंने उनको पिता माता का ऋण। इसलिए जो लोग कर्मकांडी ये 4 पीढ़ी को श्राद्ध करता है, लेकिन ऊपर बोला बोला सब हो जाता है यदि वो भगवान को सेवा करे। लेकिन किसी को ऋण रहता है। प्रमाण दिया कैसे? यथा करोड़ मूलो निषेचने न त्रिपंथी स्कंद भुजो बहा। पेड़ का जड़ में पानी देने से इनका फल फूल पत्ता सबको पानी मिलता या नहीं? प्राण में आहार देने से सब इंद्रियों तुष्ट पुष्ट होता या नहीं? लेकिन ऐसे में भी जो भगवान का सेवा करने पड़ेगा वो किसी का ऋणी नहीं रहता। ऋषि को भी ऋण नहीं रहता। ऋषि लोग कहाँ से आया? भगवान से। देवता लोग देवता लोग भी भगवान से आया। इसलिए एक भगवान का सेवा से सब का सेवा हो जाता है। ऐसा वो बताया। वो और ही नहीं। अब प्रवासी का बोले तो जहां से आया गोलोक में ही स्थिति जीव का वो वहां जाएगा तो अप्रवासी। ये है सुखी। का जो मरता दिन दिन सबको जम घर में जाने पड़ता है। जो जिंदा रहता है वो समझता है मैं मरूंगा नहीं, जिंदा रहेगा। पंथा क्या है ना? वेदो विभिन्न श्रुतयो विभिन्न नासा वृषिर्यस्य मतंग न भिन्नम धर्मस्य तत्त्वं निहितं गुहाय महाजनो येन ततस्य। महाजन जो मार्ग में किया है ये है पंथा। महाजन कौन? भीष्म। महाजन कौन? जम। महाजन कौन? ऐसा है महाजन। तो ये लोग जो मार्गों में गया ये वही मार्ग है, उसी में जाना ही पंथा और दूसरी कोई पंथा नहीं।
आप बोल रहे थे महाज्ञानी
महाजन जेन
महाज्ञानी महाजन जे
ওটা তো স্যার অনুবাদটা।
ওইটাই
মহাজ্ঞানী মহাজন যে পথে করি গমন হইয়াছেন প্রাতঃস্মরণে সেই পথ লক্ষ্য স্বীয় কীর্তির ধ্বজা ধরে আমরাও অববরণীয়। महाज्ञानी महाजन जो मार्ग में गया है जाने के बाद प्रातः स्मरणीय हुआ है। हम लोग उसी मार्ग पर उसी को ही बोलता है दूसरी परिभाषा में गुरु परंपरा। उसी पंथा का अवलंबन करके हम लोग भी वरणीय हो जाए। कौन सा पंथा है और कौन सुखी है ये तो बोल दिया। जो दिनांते सागतो जन्म शाकाहारी हो जाएगा वो सुखी है। तो फकीर भी तो सुखी है जिसको भोजन मिलता नहीं मांग के खाता है। बोले नहीं उनका ये बोध नहीं इनके उसलिए उन्होंने असंतुष्ट है दुखी है हापित्स करता है। लेकिन ये लोग नहीं करते जो महाजन का अनुसरण करते। इसलिए न तत्तेन कंपा सुसमिक समान हंजान एवं आत्मपिताम विदत नमस्ते। जीवे तो जो मुक्ति पदे सदाए भाग, यह है मुक्ति पदावली। लेकिन इससे क्या फायदा होता है ना, जो भगवान अजीत हो इनको भी जय कर लेते। जैसे भगवान गीता में बताया, नहीं कल्याण कश्चित दुर्गतिं तात गच्छति कौन्तेय प्रतिजानी न मे भक्त्या प्रणश्य। बोला तुम प्रतिज्ञा करके बोलो अर्जुन, न मे भक्ता प्रणश्य, हमारा भक्त का ध्वंस हो। ये प्रभु आप बोलिए ये सबसे अच्छा होगा। बोला मैं बोलो तो मैं अपना वचन को तोड़ता, लेकिन भक्तों का वचन को तोड़ता। इसलिए कबीराज गोस्वामी बताया, हमारे प्रभु श्री गौर सुंदर हे बड़ो भरोसा चित्ते धरी निरंतर। हमारा प्रभु का प्रभु है गौर सुंदर, इसीलिए मेरा भरोसा है। उनका वाक्य कभी असत्य होगा नहीं, इसीलिए उसका गुरुत्व है, गुरु परंपरा का गुरुत्व है। ऐसा वहां बोला। अभी बोलोगे ना, मैं बोलो जाओ जाओ जाओ।
हाँ करें महाराज करो। Like yesterday, Śrīla Mahārāja was speaking about some places of Braj Mandal Parikrama, some incidents. From 3-4 days actually, he is taking us to different places. Through his Harikatha, he is taking us to the Parikrama. Other day, Śrīla Mahārāja was mentioning that how mere going with one's body, in itself it's not sufficient. Śrīla Mahārāja mentions one's presence is considered at a place where his mind is. So, on that day he was mentioning that how darshan means through ears, not with the eyes. So, in this way, he is taking us to different places in Braj Mandal. Through ears, through his Harikatha, we, with our ears, going to different pilgrim places, Leela Stalis of Braj Mandal. Srila Gurudev used to mention from Brihad Bhagavatamrita that how someone can go to Parikrama. One can go physically, touch the places, take the dust from that place, smear on his body, with eyes see that place, hear Harikatha and touch that place, does not matter where that person is. Through each and every sense, one can actually go and touch the Dham. So in this way, Śrīla Mahārāja is taking us to different places through his Harikatha. Today he started mentioning that how in 1956 they performed Parikrama of Giriraj Govardhan, and then from there they went to dig And from Dig, they went to Gantholi, Gatholi or Gantholi, the place where the deities of Madan Mohan, Shri Govinda Dev and Shri Gopinath, these three deities, they came over there from the top of Giriraj Govardhan. Like we hear about Srila Madhavendra Puri Pas Gopal also, that how sometime because of the fear of Yavanas, Malechas, the deities, the pujaris, they used to shift the deity from one place to another place. So these deities, Maharaj mentioned that who is Lord? A personality from whom fear also fears. But still, that Lord, He is not manifesting His power at all in those places when these kind of malechas or others are coming to attack. And He is inspiring His pujaris, devotees, that they can shift Him from one place to another place. So Srila Maharaj mentioned that, is it true? Can we believe that Lord is having no power? He cannot do something by which these malechas can go away or get defeated. He can do anything and everything. But He does not do externally. Why? Because He is having some other intention in His heart. And what is that? His devotees, like Srila Rupa Goswāmi, Srila Sanatana Goswāmi, who were following the footsteps of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu completely. They had this order from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that never step on Giriraj Govardhan. They have desire in their heart that they want to have darshan of these deities. But at the same time, they cannot climb, they cannot get on Giriraj Govardhan. That's why, because the devotees are having this desire in their heart, they want darshan of the Lord, but they cannot go there. That's why Lord manifests these kind of pastimes, that malechas come over there and attack, and pujari brings them to different places. So in this way, to fulfill the desire of His devotees, like Rupa Goswāmi, Sanatana Goswāmi, these deities, Govinda Dev, Gopinath, Madan Mohan, came in Gantholi. And Srila Rupa Goswāmi, Sanatana Goswāmi, they had a chance to have the darshan of the deities as well as they served the deities. After that, Srila Maharaj mentioned that how different times, different kind of calamity comes while performing parikrama. One miracle happened one time, that one neem tree, very big, grown, it just without, nothing happened actually, without any reason. No rain, no storm, nothing. But still, that tree just fall down automatically. And at that time, the devotees, they offered prashadam to the Lord, bhoga to the Lord. And afterward, they were preparing to perform arati, noon arati. And at that time, this incident happened, that the tree fall down. Even though there were horse cart, some other people were also there around, but the tree fall in such a way that no harm was there for anybody at all. When the local Brajvasis, they saw this, they started saying that this tree must be a ghostly person. And by hearing the Sankirtan of the devotees, as well as by this offering to the Lord with such a great mood, this person must have received some prashadam after the Lord has taken. That's why he got delivered. While Srila Maharaj was mentioning this pastime, one story from Barsana during Srila Gurudev's manifested pastime came in the mind. Our Parivrajak Mahārāja, Sripad Bhakti Vedanta Parivrajak Mahārāja, he wrote in his glorification to Srila Gurudev that how one time they were in Barsana and one tree, he came in the dream of Srila Gurudev and asked him that I am staying here from a long time and performing bhajan. I was too much pleased and happy by hearing kirtans from all of you. But there is one person among you who comes every day and passes stool very close to me, and ask him, don't do that. So Gurudev next morning in his Harikatha he announced that all the trees in this Braj, they are worshipable. Even Uddhav prays to become a tree or a plant or creeper, blade of grass or whatsoever. So always respect the trees. Any person who is passing stool near to the tree, that person must go there, clean that place, ask for forgiveness, and afterward take some prasadam and offer. So in this way, different things happen during Braj Mandal Parikrama time. So Srila Mahārāja was also remembering this, the story of this tree. After that, Srila Mahārāja mentioned that from Dig they visited Kamyavana. Kamyavana is a place where there are the deities of Mahadeva, 4 deities of 4 yugas. One Mahadev from Satya Yuga, another one is from Treta Yuga, one more is from Dwapar Yuga, and then from Kali Yuga. So 4 Mahadev deities are there from 4 yugas. And then Srila Mahārāja mentioned there is a temple 84 or 64, Mahārāja ne dono bole actually.
84 84
महाराज जी दोनों बोले 84 खंबा है नंद उधर नंद गांव वाला गोकुल वाला इधर जो बोल रहे हैं डीग वाला
कामगंज है यूनिवर्सिटी कॉलेज वाला 84 खंबा है कि 64 खंबा है
ठीक. So in Kamyavana there is a temple with 84 pillars. Srila Mahārāja was mentioning that does not matter how many times a person can go and keep counting that how many pillars are there. They will either count it 83 or 85. But they will never be able to count properly that 84 pillars are there. The construction or the technology which was being used in that temple is such that nobody will be able to count it 84. Either they will stop on 83 or on 85. And then Srila Mahārāja mentioned that there are the deities of Govindadev, Gopinath, Madan Mohan also there. Because the deities were shifting from one place to another place. So wherever they stayed, even for a short time, the temples are still there, even in Radhakund. After that, Srila Mahārāja mentioned the pastime that how one time when the Pandavas, they were on exile for 1 year. At that time, Duryodhan, 1 year wale mein nahi, wo 14 years wale mein. Pandavas were on exile for 14 years. एक बार 12 साल, एक बार 1 साल. अज्ञातवास 12 साल वाला. So when they were on exile for 12 years, the time when they were in Braj, residing in Kamyavana, at that time Duryodhan, he also came along with his wife and all ministers and everybody. Why? With the intention to show Pandavas that how much you are suffering and how much pleasure we are having. So to show them he came with like all the facilities like a king is having. So came over there, wanted to show his opulence. And what happened? Gandharvas, they came over there and they stole the wife of Duryodhana. And even though Karna was there, Duryodhana was there, Bhishma Pitama was there, but still nobody was able to stop Gandharvas. They were forcefully taking the wives of Duryodhana. And then these ladies, they started crying bitterly. Nearby, Yudhishthira Mahārāja, he saw that and he asked Bhim and Arjun that go and stop these Gandharvas, bring back the wives of Duryodhana. But Bhim, he immediately mentioned that why we have to do that? It is good. This work was supposed to be done by us actually, because Duryodhana insulted Draupadi. So we were supposed to do something like that. But we have not done. Gandharvas have done. This is a matter of great happiness. But at that time, Yudhishthira Maharaj mentioned, no, brother, that's not true. Once we, among ourselves, when we are having some disagreement, then they are 100 brothers and we are 5 brothers. But once somebody else, third party will come, then we are 105 brothers. And we have to definitely defeat the opponents. So that's why if you go, it's okay. Otherwise, I have to go. Then Arjun went. Bhim or Arjun? मैं को ठीक से Arjun, क्योंकि महाराज जी बोले उनके मित्र थे. So Arjun went over there. Then finally what happened? That because he was having friendship with the Gandharvas, without any argument or without any fight, very easily he was able to bring back the wives of Duryodhana. When he brought it back, Duryodhana felt great pain in his heart. He was having pain when he saw that his wives were being taken away. But he felt more pain when they were being brought back by Arjun. Why? Because he is our enemy. And by this, it's a great insult for me. He was lamenting. And at that time, Karna, he told him that Duryodhana, there is no need to feel pain at all. Why? Why you consider that they are your cousin brothers only? Or they are your enemy only? They are your subjects also. So that's why you have to even worry. They have done something for you. You are a prince. Subject is supposed to serve the king. So if they have done something for you, what's the problem? By this, they pacified Duryodhana. So this pastime also happened over there. Afterward, Duryodhana, he gave 2 boons to Arjun, that I am ready to give you 2 boons. Whenever you will ask, I will fulfill your desire, 2 desires. So this pastime also happened there in Kamyavana. And then Maharaj started mentioning that how in Kamyavana, one time when Yudhishthira Maharaj, he felt thirsty. When he felt thirsty, at that time, he asked his brother Sahadeva, the youngest one, to go and fetch some water. But over there was a yaksha in the form of duck, bagule ko kya bolte hain? Crane. In the form of crane. Yaksha was there. And this yaksha, he said that, "Oh Sahadev, you have come here to fetch some water. Unless and until you give answer to my questions and try to get water, you will not be able to do that." But Sahadev did not care for this crane. Wanted to fetch water, and immediately what happened? That he fell unconscious. And पानी के ऊपर तैरने लगा.
Floating.
And floating on the water. And one after another, other brothers of Yudhishthira Maharaj also went. Nakul, Bhim, and Arjun. Nobody cared at all. Bhim especially, just by seeing the crane, said, "That useless crane. Why speaking anything?" And then he also felt unconscious. And finally, the Yudhishthira Maharaj, he himself wanted to come. But Śrīla Maharaj mentioned that Draupadi at that time, she started saying that, "Let me go. I can go. Why you have to go?" She also went and same thing happened. At the end, Yudhishthira Maharaj went over there and then he paid attention on the words of this crane. He thought in his heart that even though externally seems like this person, this personality, Jiva, is having a body of crane, but in reality, he is not crane. So that's why he requested, "First show me your form, who you are. Introduce yourself, then definitely I will give answer for each and every question." Then this Yaksha, he showed his form, a gigantic form, and then started asking questions. One after another, he asked many questions. One of them was, "Kacha Varta?" What is the news? Yudhishthira Maharaj answered for this, that the news is that each and every person, he is under the clutch of Maya. Maya Devi is giving so many sufferings, and this person is having no way to come out. This is the news only of this world. And then Kacha Pantha. What is the process, Marg? What is the best path to escape? Then Yudhishthira Maharaj answered, "Mahajana Jeno Gata Sapantha." The path which has been followed by the Mahajans. Who are Mahajans? There are 4 divisions of Vedas. Speak about so many different subjects. Then Shruti also speaks so many different things. There are so many rishis. Rishi means a person who is having different opinion from other persons. His opinion will not match with any one of the rishi. That's why he is known as rishi. So they are having so many different opinions. So what one should follow, to whom one should rely on. So then he said, "Mahajana Jeno Gata Sapantha," the path which has been followed by Mahajans. Who are Mahajans? Mahajans are those personalities who are having no defects, 4 shortcomings, which each and every Vada Jiva is having. A personality who is beyond that, that person is known as Mahajan. So if somebody follows the footsteps of these kind of personalities, then and only then they meet with auspiciousness. There are 12 Mahajans. Maharaj mentioned some of them, like Swayambhu, Manu, Narad, Shambhu, all these names, Pralad, Bhishma, Kapil, all these are Mahajans. So one has to follow the path which they have shown. That's why Śrīla Maharaj gives a translation. Mahagyani, Mahajan, Jepate Kari, Vicharan. That there are Mahagyani, means those personalities who are self-realized. Mahagyani, Mahajan, and they know the topmost welfare, topmost well-being for the jivas. They are having nothing to get from anybody of this world, nothing. They don't desire anything from them. Those who are self-satisfied. These Mahajans, Jepate Kariya Gaman. by following the path, a very special, pure path. What happened? They became pratasmaraniya. They became the object of one's remembrance early in the morning. If somebody remembers their lotus feet early in the morning, they never come across with any kind of difficulty. Then it is mentioned that, what we will be doing? We will be also doing the same thing, following the path which they have shown. And in this way, we will also meet with the greatest auspiciousness. This is called Guru Parampara in reality. That following the words of Mahājans, following the path which they have shown, not disobeying it at all. This is called Guru Parampara. Like Śrīla Mahārāja mentioned, that Krishna, he mentioned to Arjun that you can announce, Arjun, you can announce that my devotees, they never perish. Why? Arjun has to announce. Arjun asked. Krishna mentioned that sometime, in some circumstances, I am bound to change my words, but whatever my devotee speaks, Satyam Vidhatum Nijvritya Bhashitam, I always bring the words of my devotees true. So that's why whatever devotees they speak, if a person is a devotee, real devotee, pure devotee, whatever he speaks, Krishna, he fulfills his words. That's why whatever he speaks means the path he shows, the teachings he gives, the conduct he follows, everything. This is called Guru Parampara. Following the path which has been shown by Mahājans. And after that, Śrīla Mahārāja started mentioning that what is the Ascharya? Kim Ascharyam? What is astonishing? At that time, Yudhishthira Maharaj answered that we see the people of this world, that so many people are dying in front of us, but still a person who is living never comes to this conclusion that he has to also die. This is the astonishment, surprise. And then the last question he asked, that who is happy? Who is Sukhi? Who is happy? Then Yudhishthira Maharaj answered, a person who is arini, apravasi. Arini means a person who is having no debt on him. And apravasi means he is not in foreign land. He is at his residence. Only this person is happy. Does not matter, maybe at the end of the day, he may be eating only a shak, leafy vegetables, having nothing else to eat, but still he is happy. Why? Because he is having no debt. At the same time, he is in his residence. Then Śrīla Mahārāja gives very special meaning of it. That first is, who can be apravasi? Means not in foreign land, but at his own place. For this, Śrīla Mahārāja mentions, if somebody say that, I am not apravasi, I born in England, I lived in England throughout my life, and I will be also dying here. I am not planning to go anywhere. So that means I am always in my own place. That means I am happy. I am living at my birthplace. But Śrīla Mahārāja said, no, that's not the consideration. Does not matter where you take birth, but still you are foreigner, even at that place where you have taken birth. Why? Because this is not your permanent residence. Śrīla Mahārāja mentions in a very simple way that if you are living in your house, then nobody is dare to kick you out from that place. But in this material world, each and every person is bound, forced to get out from this place. Nobody can live here. By this, it proves very easily that this is not our place. This is temporary place. This is a foreign land. So, then Srila Maharaj mentioned, does not matter in this 14 planetary system, wherever we take birth, but we are in foreign land. And each and everything in this 14 planetary system is inauspicious. Avirinchad api amangalam. Up to the abode of Lord Brahma, everything maybe seems like, oh, so much opulence is there in different places, but still everything is, at the end, it's inauspicious. That's why, unless and until one reaches at the lotus feet of the Lord, that's why it has been mentioned in the Shastras, Swarupete hai sabar golokete sthiti, means each and every living being is having their permanent residence at the lotus feet of Lord in Goloka Vrindavan. That's the only shelter. If one reaches over there, then there is no more wandering here and there. Yad gatva nani vartante tad dhamam paramam mama. That's the place. If one reaches, Lord mentions that my abode is the topmost abode, and if one reaches over there, then there is no need for him to go to any other place. That's his permanent residence. So in this way, unless and until one reaches over there, nobody can be happy. That means one has to follow the path of bhakti only, because only bhakti can bring a person over there, nothing else. No other process is having such a power to bring a person over there. And then, who can be happy? Another word Yudhishthira Maharaj used, arini. A person who is having no debt. Who is having no debt. So, Srila Maharaj started mentioning that every one of us is having so many kind of debt on us. Especially, it has been categorized in 5 different ways. Devarshi. We have debt toward demigods. Those who provide air, water, sunlight, so many other things. To whom we address as, oh, it's nature providing. Everything is provided by demigods. So, Srila Maharaj mentions that we ever pay any bill to sun god for giving light, or giving any kind of bill to the Vayu Devata or any other demigod? No, we just use. But if you have to use electricity in your house, then you have to pay bill. But you don't pay bill to the sun god or any other demigod. So it does not mean that debt is not there on you. Even though you don't pay, but debt is there. They don't demand so early, but definitely they will demand. And then Srila Maharaj mentions rishis. We are having debt to them, because whatever we learn in this material world, that is been taught by them. And then we are having debt toward the society, because even though we may have no interaction at all with them, but because they live next to us, by this they make us fearless. If we are just by ourselves in a jungle, then we are fearful. But if there are houses around, even though we don't deal with them at all, but still we feel we are safe because so many houses are around. In this way, we are having debt toward them also. And then to our parents, forefathers, we are indebted to them. So in this way, we are having debt toward the king also, the government, because they think so many things about us. They provide so many things even though we don't pay taxes. Still they provide. So in this way, we are having debt toward them. So how we can be happy? Srila Maharaj mentions people think that, oh, in this world they have not taken debt from anybody, that's why they are happy. But in reality not. Even though you are not supposed to pay anybody in this world, but you are having debt toward all these personalities, then how you can be free? There are 100,000 of things which you have to do to please this, pay your debt, which is not possible in this lifetime. So how one can do? Then Srila Maharaj mentions from Srimad Bhagavatam, one verse, which mentions Yatha taror unmula nishechanena. Like if a person is pouring water into the root of a tree, by this what happens? The tree, leaves, branches, every other part, fruit and flower, they get the water, they get the energy. There is no need to feed them separately. When one gives food to the stomach, then what happens? All the limbs of the body automatically they get power. Energy transfers from there itself. So in the same way, when somebody serves the lotus feet of Lord, then all these debt are automatically paid. Like Srila Maharaj gives very simple example that can say, like nowadays, if you are having some money in your bank, and then from there you can just with one signature you can pay so many debt here and there. You can buy anything, you can pay anywhere just from your bank balance. So in the same way, if you worship the lotus feet of Lord, from there automatically all the debt are being paid. That's the only way to become happy. Otherwise, it is not possible to pay debt individually, so many personalities. So in this way, Yudhishthira Maharaj answered, a person who is apravasi, who is at his own place and having no debt, then and only then he can be happy. So these words were having such a deep meaning. So in this way, Srila Maharaj spoke about this Kamyavana. And then Srila Maharaj gave one analogy, that a person who follows the path, like Srila Yudhishthira Maharaj is speaking, if one follows that, then what happens? That he really becomes happy. Even though so many shortcomings, like Srila Maharaj mentioned, there is a person who is fakir, means he is having no possession at all. Even he begs, but still that's not even enough to fill his belly. He is always suffering. But if a person who is following the footsteps of Mahajans, following the words of great personalities, they may also be in the same kind of situation, but still there will be no suffering in their life, because they are well versed in understanding that whatever is coming in front of me, that is the result of my own karma. Tatte nukampa susmik shamano. Srila Maharaj mentioned this verse, that how they are able to take it. So external circumstances may be same, but the effect will be completely different if we follow the path of Mahajans. Srila Maharaj gives one example, that Gopal Chapal from Navadvip, he was having leprosy. And another person who was a devotee, Vasudev Vipra in South India, he was also leopard. But Vasudev Vipra was not suffering, whereas Gopal Chapal, he was suffering and crying. Even though externally everything was same, but because Vasudev Vipra was following the path shown by the Mahajans, that's why he was not lamenting or crying the way Gopal Chapal was doing. And when he was given good body by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, at that time he started lamenting that, oh Prabhu, what you have done, by this my pride will increase. But on the other side, Gopal Chapal was praying again and again that, oh Prabhu, please do something. I want to get rid of this disease. So this is the difference if one follows the path of Mahajans. Hare Krishna. हो गया?
जय जय राधा रमण हरि जय जय राधा रमण हरि जय जय राधा हरि जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल